just at the entrance to the park and got a little herd of elk here. Cows, calf, and I think one's a little bull. Big animals. I wonder how much they eat in a day. Non-stop grazing. The main beach access for Fort Stevens. That hunk of steel hull is what's left of the Peter Iredale. Oh, we probably just missed the tide too. Could have walked right out and around it. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. It's nicer. Wow, I don't remember this this bank or this dune being here. That ocean created quite a dune here. You could drive right on out over this. The history on this old ship was. Oh, I found this on the beach. Pretty interesting. Shipwreck 1906. Very cool. I've got 20 cords of wood at home, and I got to pay for camp wood at Fort Stevens. But I got a neat little system. Bunch of wheelbarrows filled up with wood. $10 a wheelbarrow. We're at the north end of the park. We're going to head over to Battery Russell, which we are at the red. You are here, and Battery Russell's, oh, that's not far. Maybe a mile. And then we might take a trip on out to the South Jetty. We'll see. Some old batteries. I've never been to these. Grass is taking them over. It's just strange to think that we had big cannons here protecting our shoreline from the Japanese. I wonder what kind of cannons they had here. God, the Scotch broom, it's everywhere. Terrible plant, invasive. Nice artwork. Crazy. We have guys here just on shift looking for Japanese ships. I'm sure those trees weren't there during the 40s, during the war. You can probably see the ocean clear. Wow. And the main entry to the battery. We took the trail up, but you can take steps up to the battery also. Big parking lot. Not a lot of people here today for a Saturday. So Sarah and I rode out to the South Jetty and we saw a bunch of signs, construction signs. I guess they're rebuilding parts of the jetty here. I don't know if this section here is being replaced. All the construction trailers, connexes. Yeah, that's a big project. I wonder how much they're redoing. It's a big rock. Gosh, they pick up every single rock and individually place it. And that jetty, you can see the jetty way out there. So we've pedaled across from the ocean side, sort of up and over the jetty to the Columbia River side. And I'm looking at that little dock they got built over there with big trucks. I'm betting the barges bring those big jetty rocks, unload them into them big trucks, then haul them over to where the tracos are setting them on the jetty. Pretty cool. We call this Social Security Beach because this is where the old timers would come to fish off the shoreline. And then you can actually launch small boats from this beach and go crabbing, heck, 20-30 yards offshore. I mean, today'd be a good day, nice and calm. Rivers are pretty flat. Nice day for an e-bike ride. In fact, this is the beach that I was riding with Braden, and it was down towards the mouth more, down that way, that the truck got stuck, and I was down close to the water line, and the tide was coming in. It was lapping up at the sides of the tires before I finally figured out what was wrong with my four-wheel drive, because it wasn't engaging, and the front wheels weren't engaging. The vacuum advance system that Ford had built on those trucks failed, like every one of them does. So at the last minute, I realized, well, heck, I got hubs. So I went out and manually turned the hubs in and was able to get out. But yeah, that was pretty close. Too close for me. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Taking another one of the bike trails back through the camp. There are bike trails all over this place. Amazing. Just rode down to the day use area down by Coffinberry Lake. It's actually the first time I've ever been to this day use area. It's pretty nice, really nice. Great bank access. A lot of grass, picnic tables, a bathroom. Not sure how the fishing is. That's pretty nice. Another bike trail. Crazy amount of trails. Planning the next trip?
Yes.
And where's that one to?
Nehalem Bay State Park.
Nice. Someday I gotta do a little video on the bikes and the rack for the bikes. Nice campsite. Nice park. Boy, it empties out on Sunday morning, boy. Sunday evening, ain't nobody here. So we're at I think this is the main, or the original location for Fort Stevens. And man, there's a ton of history here. Dates back to the Civil War. They built it during the Civil War. Lincoln commissioned it to be built to protect the Columbia entrance from Confederate and British forces. Then it was used all the way up to World War II, I guess. But yeah, there's so much history here. Definitely thank the military for all their service protecting our land. That's a museum that when it's open you can go through and check out a lot of the other history. But due to COVID, everything's been closed. They got a lot of placards and whatnot. Read about it. Yeah, definitely worth the trip. There's a lot to see, and the bike trails get you to so much of it. Amazing that the Japanese actually bombed the beach here. Oh, there's some good history on the bombing. Crazy. The War Games building. I guess they've gotten rid of quite a bit. There's something called the earthworks that was flattened years ago. I'm not sure exactly where that was. So we rode our bikes down to another section of the fort, and there are batteries and guns all over this area. There's a nice cargo ship heading out to sea. Flock of geese flying overhead. We passed another herd of elk. But yeah, there's it's just a lot of history. And it's funny, they put in I don't know how many holes there are, but there's frisbee golf out here. So that little gray building way over there is that museum that we were at a little bit ago. I remember coming here as a kid with our family, all 8 kids of us. We'd camp at Fort Stevens. I don't remember ever visiting these batteries, but we definitely went to Battery Russell. That was the tourist spot one. But this one's sort of off the beaten path, but it's well worth coming to visit. It's a great park, a lot of history. And we had a debate yesterday. There's the trestle, if you can see it, goes across the bay there. And that trestle supported the train that brought the big rocks for the original jetty. So we talked about this trestle going all the way from that south jetty, and then we rode our bikes over here to the I think it's the main Fort Stevens, and it looks like this is where the trestle starts, or at least it's the first supports that I can find of it. So yeah, my buddy Bob would appreciate this. Pretty amazing. They built a trestle all the way out to the jetty and run a train out on this thing. dump a bunch of rocks and come back and get more rocks. There's a little better view of it, a little elevated view. Yeah, it's very picturesque, really beautiful. That's Washington over there. So we would not be standing here if it weren't for these e-bikes. We wouldn't be doing this. I know we wouldn't. It's nice that we can just go somewhere confidently, knowing that we can get there and hopefully get back. But gosh, there's just so many different trails. It's crazy.